Three tests: the kettlebell, the flexibility, and the running. Let's start with the kettlebell. So, first in the white, we go every minute on the minute for 5 minutes of kettlebell deadlifts. Okay, trying to get 10 here, both for men and women. The weight is in parentheses. Okay, the top line here is men, the bottom line is women. Then we go from deadlifts to Russian kettlebell swings. And then at yellow 3, we do a 10-minute EMOM. So instead of 5 minutes, now we're testing your endurance, going 10-minute kettlebell swings. And then the weight stays constant here into orange. Once we get past 22, then we're going to increase, or 20 for females, we're going to increase the weight even more. And what's important to know about these EMOMs is the number here is the lowest number of repetitions that you perform in a round. So if I perform 24 Russian kettlebell swings in 9 rounds, and on my 10th round I only get 18 Russian kettlebell swings, my score is blue 1. It is not purple 0. So keep that in mind. You can kind of gamify this a little bit. Once we reach purple 1, we go into one-arm Russian kettlebell swings. So instead of 2 hands, you're just using 1 hand. And the weight also increases. Repetitions decrease slightly. And then once we get to brown 2 for both men and women, we go kettlebell snatches. Okay, what's important to notice here all the way up to the end is that the one-arm kettlebell swings and snatches can be performed in any variation you want. So you can do 18 Russian kettlebell swings on your right arm the first minute, 18 on your left arm for the second minute, or you can do 12 on your right arm during the minute, and then 6 on your left arm for the minute. There doesn't need to be any balance here. There's just complete the repetitions in the minute and advance. All right, the running test, and then we'll get to flexibility. The running test is, first we start off, can we run continuously without stopping? 200 meters, then 400 meters. And then yellow 1 is a time trial of a 200-meter run. And then going into orange, we do a 400-meter time trial. That bleeds in. It begins from a yellow 3 all the way until purple 0, where we're going to time trial or test our mile time. Okay, these are really aggressive paces for most. Doing a 400-meter in a minute 35 or a minute 50 for females is going to be pretty challenging. But once we get into purples, then we're going to do a mile, and that is the final test for all the way till black through red. Okay, so keep in mind, most of you are going to be doing 400-meter time trials, while the rest of you will be doing 1-mile time trials. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite tests, I think. The mile is such a good test of fitness. Okay, and then finally, we're going to hit the flexibility in our cool down. Okay, all the way up until purple, I believe. It's just, can we sit in the bottom of a squat relaxed? Okay, in the white section, can we sit below parallel for 30 seconds with assistance? So you can grab an upright if you need to. And then can we sit yellow here for 30 seconds unassisted with both of our heels on the ground below parallel. Okay, that'll progress all the way up until 5 minutes, up until brown 3. Okay, so that's the test. All of us are going to do that. Okay, and then we're going to get PVC pipes and see if we can do some wall squats with our nose facing the wall, 10 inches from the wall, in an overhead squat position. Okay, so you need to do it at this tempo, which is 5 seconds down, 3-second hold, 1 second up, 1 second pause at the top, and then right back down. So you can't reset your feet or anything. You just got to go right back down, essentially. Okay, this starts with a PVC pipe, 10 inches from the wall, then goes 6 inches from the wall, then goes 2 inches from the wall. That is pretty challenging. I think most of us will meet our match here at purple 0. Okay, then we're going to go a heavier barbell, 15-pound technique bar into a, this is slightly wrong. Then it's going to go 35 pounds and then 45 pounds here. Okay, I'll make that adjustment here in a minute. And then black and red is some other flexibility tests that we won't test this time around, but we definitely will test next time around. All right, so things like, can you touch your ankle joint with a standing hamstring? The scratch test you can look up on YouTube. We'll do an external hip test. We'll do a groin stretch, and then some overhead squat stuff. Okay, That is the kettlebell, the running, and the flexibility assessments on day 3 of our assessment period.